All right, we're going here, buddy. What's up? Alex Gilpin,
What's up,
everybody.
Ronnie? How's it going, man?
Doing great, brother. Hey, congratulations. We got Alex Gilpin here, Professional Fighters League. And I believe it was last week, wasn't it? A week ago today.
Yes, sir. Yep, last
You
Thursdays.
you scored a phenomenal submission, first round submission. A lot of people talk about snapping necks and cashing checks, but you're
Yeah,
living the dream, buddy. How's it feel?
yeah, doing that, man. Yep.
So what's the experience been like? Because you fought on ESPN. I think it was like ESPN2 or something, but still, I mean that's huge, man. You know,
Yep.
PFL got that deal this season, and they're off and running. And you've been with them since the inaugural season, right? I mean, it was World Series of Fighting, but since it's been PFL, right?
No, this is my first season with them, so it's their second season. Yeah, they evolved from World Series of Fighting, and they had that season one, and now I just became a part of them with season two. So
I
hopped on
see.
that train.
What has that experience been like for you?
Oh man, I can't say enough about the organization. It's as professional as it is, from the behind the scenes stuff to financially they take care of us, and man, you win in advance. It's not a political situation that you got in other organizations, and quite honestly, a guy like me, what more can I ask for? You know?
Yeah, I mean that's probably. I mean it's an ideal situation for a lot of guys. I see a lot of guys here in Las Vegas that are jumping on that from Extreme Couture. We got several guys, Vinny Magalhaes, and there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them.
Yep.
But let's talk about that for a second, because we know one of their claim to fame is the $1 million, the $1 million jackpot, at the end of the rainbow and everything like that. But what about just for the fights themselves? I mean, it's got to be. You said the pay's good. I imagine it's considerably more than like what you can make on the regional scene, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I won't get into specifics and all that, but yeah, man. Yeah, I'm happy. It's
And
it's a
they
good
and they don't
situation.
they don't make they don't make you go around and hustle tickets like you have to do on the regional scene, right?
No, no, not like that. I try to do what I can to get my small fan group I always got, to show up, and that's what matters to me. But yeah, no, it's not any ticket hustling or nothing like that. But they have big crowds at their events, that's for sure.
And have you fought in those states like New Jersey and New York before?
Nope. No, first time. I've visited New York before, but never fought there
Yeah, so
or New Jersey.
each commission is different. How has that aspect been for you? That experience of their commissions?
Yeah, nothing wrong with either one of them. New Jersey was pretty quick to get everything done. New York asked for a lot of couple extra things, but no big deal, man. No complaints on either end.
Yeah,
Both good to deal with.
yeah. New York's one of the newer ones, and
Yeah, yeah,
they've had several hiccups. They're I haven't heard
yeah.
any complaints out of that about that athletic commission for quite some time, man. So what's next for you? I haven't even looked at the upcoming schedule. When is your next fight? Who are you fighting?
So I got Andre Harrison October 17th in Vegas. So that's the first fight.
Wait.
Win that, and then
What?
you got another one.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
he's in front of you right now. So
I'm sorry. Tell me the date again.
October 17th. So another Thursday night, and that'll be in Vegas, I believe, at Mandalay Bay, I think.
Ooh, okay. Let me mark my calendar, man. I've got to make it out for that one. I can't miss that. That's
They do.
phenomenal. Wow. Very cool. And so that's the start of the tournament then. How does the tournament work? Is it all in one night type of deal?
So two fights in one night. It's the quarterfinals, the semis, and then there's the finals. New York. I think New Year's Eve. I'm pretty sure.
I see. Okay. It all makes sense. Wow, man. They really are making moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are some great venues.
100%.
And listen, Bellator, LFA, none of these guys that are close. I wouldn't say competitors, but they're definitely the bigger organizations outside of UFC. They don't tread into Las Vegas. They don't compete with UFC, and it's interesting to see PFL on the ESPN network and also conquering some new territory in Las Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I believe actually, don't know where their playoff tournament was last year. It might have been in Vegas as well. I'm not sure, but maybe it wasn't. But yeah, that's awesome. Last time was good old fight in Vegas, and looking forward to two more good fights. So
Yeah, man. You for those of you who don't know, Alex fought in the main event of the final episode of season 2 of Contender Series. Do I have that right?
I think we kicked off the night. I think we were the first fight, but
I thought y'all
nonetheless, it should have been the main event, shouldn't have.
I thought y'all were the main event. Oh, you know what? You're right. Yeah, because I think Greg Hardy was on that one, and they might have had him on the. Yeah, because that was like Greg Hardy's like second appearance on Contender Series. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, you're the opening fight, but it was on the last episode. I remember that was there. Awesome. Yeah. No, it was here's why I wanted to speak about that. I mean, it was an amazing fight. You fought a guy in J.R. Cochran who was undefeated, great fighter. He was a champion in another organization at the time, and you're one of the few guys that's. Well, actually, last season there were a handful of guys. Actually, when I come to think about it. Chris Curtis, another PFL guy. He knocked out Jamal Emmers. I should know this. He trains at my gym. Juicy J.
Oh yeah, okay.
Knocked out Jamal Emmers, and then they didn't get a contract. You got an awesome submission over JR. Didn't get a contract, man. I thought that was very strange, man. What was the feeling after that?
It was like about 5 or 10 minutes. I was feeling a little salty, but at the end of the day, it's not my organization. It's not, it's Dana White's. It's the matchmakers there. So I wasn't gonna sit there and cry about it. I wasn't entitled to a contract or anything like that. My focus was showing up and winning, and I got that done. Now that being said, I had a calf tear and an MCL tear pretty early in that fight. Fought through it against a tough athletic warrior, man, and I got the job done. So the problem with that was the good thing about other guys that got finishes, they typically got signed short notice after that.
Mm-hmm.
Thing was I had some rehab ahead of me, and I wasn't ready to fight for maybe 6 months or so after that. So it was like then I was kind of strayed away for a little while, and it's like I might have been forgotten about or whatever. But this PFL thing came up, man. I was taking full advantage of it, So
yeah, I mean, I would think a guy in your position that if not UFC, I would think the PFL would be the next thing on your radar, and for some, like you said, for some people, it turns out to be actually a blessing, and it ends up maybe being a more lucrative and a more rewarding situation to be in.
Absolutely, man. As of right now, it sure as heck is.
Yeah, and the treatment that goes a long way. That matters, things like that, and you're fighting with a good frequency, right?
Yeah, and they keep us busy too. That's another thing. I fought 2 months ago. I'm about to fight in the 2.5 months or so after this, and I plan on fighting New Year's Eve as well. So busy, man, but looking forward to it.
Exactly, and for that reason, they live up to that name, Professional Fighters League. That's what it is. An ESPN deal, putting MMA on the map. What else can you ask for?
It is, yeah, and it's like other sports. You got that regular season, those 2 fights for all the fighters, and it's you got to make the playoffs. It's your job to do that. You score points with your finishes. I wasn't sure how to feel about that first, second round, the third round, how they kind of score the points. It's like 6 points for a first round, and then I think second and third round it's like 5 and 4, and then a decision win is 3 to advance you, the playoffs and get your seeding. And I'm starting to like it now.
Yeah. No, you've done great. I've been trying to wrap my head around a lot of those rules still. In fact, I was invited on a Sherdog podcast a few days ago, and we were talking about, because they've had a lot of I guess weight issues. I guess on your card there was like 3 guys that missed weight or something crazy like that.
I think the first event we had 2 guys. I'm not sure about this last event. Oh, because including the lightweights too. Yeah, I think between featherweights and lightweights, I believe there might have been 3.
Yeah, and so I don't know what the rule is, because I know there was one particular week in which I saw that some of the guys that didn't make weight had to they forfeit, which I don't know how you feel about that as a professional fighter. I am a student of the Chael Sonnen school of thought, and I believe that, and then this is not a knock against anybody or anything personal, but I think if you can't fight for whatever reason, that should be a forfeit. I mean, if you're trying to make it like a professional sport, if one team is not able to compete on a given day that was contracted, that was scheduled, hey, listen, man, no harm, no foul, no hard feelings, but you were not the baddest man in the cage on that day. You just weren't.
Yeah.
You couldn't make the walk. So what is the rule on it exactly? How do they? I mean,
So the guy gets 3 points in a walkover. It is a work in progress, but you just got to show up and make weight, and then this whole thing isn't a problem. Don't be getting 50 and 60 pounds ahead of your weight class in between fights. And all the research is out there. Do your cut right. I mean, I understand. Yeah, a couple pounds. Shit happens, but I mean, for the most part, you should just show up and make weight.
yeah, you're right. Don't get too far away from the weight that you're trying to step on the scale, because, I mean, at the end of the day, that's not really advantageous for you to have to lose a ton of weight. It's just not,
No,
because any strength or advantage that you may have, there's a point of diminishing returns. You're not taking a lot of that with you.
or just go up. Yeah, or just go up and weight. Like, how big of an advantage is it to deplete yourself 50 pounds and you're walking around weight and trying to get an edge? Or I don't understand. People were kind of trying to get me to go 135 in my early career, and it's like, well, first of all, how's my training camp going to be? And second of all, like, this isn't the Biggest Loser. Like, it's a fist fight at the end of the day. So, and yeah, I cut a little bit of weight. It's not like I'm a small featherweight by any means, but yeah, but I don't get terribly heavy.
Yeah, I think, yeah, no, I think 45 is the perfect weight for you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's backtrack for a second. Well, the Contender Series is now at the UFC Apex, whereas it previously was at the Ultimate Fighter Gym. Really hot in there. It was much, much smaller, a lot of body heat in there, and just a different experience. Have you watched this season, or is it out of sight, out of mind at this
A
point?
couple people I trained with fought on or friends of mine fought on like 2 different episodes. So
Like
watched
who? I've been to all of them. Who do you know on there?
Shoot, Alton Cunningham's a local guy.
Okay, yeah.
I'm kind of friends with, and who else? This guy out of Pura Vida, Odie Osborne. I just trained with him briefly last summer, and I just watched his fight.
He's awesome.
He got a contract. So
he did. Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, he had an awesome
just guys fight. I kind of know, or kind of in that Wisconsin area, or if it's San Antonio area, like Ray Rodriguez will be fighting, in the episode as well.
Yeah,
like I'll watch those, but it's not really something I do like religiously every single Tuesday.
Yeah, well, so it's weird because, like, I've seen guys. Oh, Julian Erosa was the guy I was thinking of. Julian Erosa,
Okay.
Chris Curtis, all got amazing finishes and all did not get the contract, which was like so strange to me. Erosa did end up getting in, like you said, on the short notice opportunity. Chris Curtis, on the other hand, his saltiness lasted more than 5 or 10 minutes. He was talking about walking away from the sport, and he didn't want anything to do with it.
I mean, I'm sure. I think that guy had way more fights than I had, though, and I kind of understand, but just kind of what I've learned over these last few years is just you got to let it go if it's out of your control. It's just gonna hold you down. It's kind of a cliche little statement, but if you stick to it, it gets you through some tough times, man.
Well, there was a guy on the first episode, Brendan Lofton. I think he was a previous UFC veteran guy. He came in, had a great fight, had a war, and then didn't get the contract. And Dana literally said he didn't give him a contract because he did a double leg at the
the takedown thing. Yeah, that was funny. My guess, though, was if that dude waited, he would have got a short notice call. But hey, I think he's with PFL now. Matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he burned his bridges because after that, he went on Instagram, went on a tirade against UFC, and like you said, you can't do that kind of thing. I mean, if you do, you have to be willing to accept the consequences, which are, hey, they may not ever call you again, but hey, to each his own. And yeah, he said that the deal he signed with PFL was the best deal that he's ever signed in his career. So, hey,
yeah,
more power to him.
Hats off to him,
Yeah. All right, man. So what are we looking forward to in this Andre Harrison fight? I know that name is familiar. Right off the top of my head, I can't think. Where have I seen him?
I mean, World Series of Fighting PFL last year, maybe.
Mm,
Dude's
okay.
solid, man. A tough, athletic guy, pretty well versed, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the test, man, and I'm looking forward to beating him and getting more respect to my name that I feel like I deserve, and like I earned last fight. I'm just gonna slowly but surely. I'm kind of just that dude that's kind of come out of the woodwork, but not a lot of people really know me, even after that last fight. But at the end of this season, and by the time I'm done fighting, people know who I am.
I definitely do, and I tell you, when you got a hold of Assuncao's neck, and of course we're not talking about Rafael Assuncao, but that's his brother, right?
It's just twin, yeah.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
explains why they're identical twins.
No, not identical.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say I don't think you look
I
like,
mean
but
they kind of
they look
they got
similar.
like a similar
Yeah,
build, but like Freddie's
yeah.
just like a couple inches taller, and but yeah, I mean similarities between their fight style and whatnot. But
When you got a hold of his neck, I said, Gilpin has good chokes. Gilpin has good submissions, man. I was like, oh, this could be over, and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe he'll fight out of it. And then I'm like, yeah, no, this is he's going out, and he went straight out, man. Wow, have you ever put anybody unconscious like that in MMA fight?
yeah, my fight with ACB, I put the Russian guy out. But man, people get real excited about that. It's just what a choke does, and I mean, kind of hats off to the damn dude for going out like that. He went out like a man. That's what I was joking about, but it did. Yeah, but okay, the setup for that choke, he was getting to his feet, and I snatched the front headlock. And initially, I looked for an anaconda. He got his elbows wide and fought that. Then I was looking for an arm and guillotine. I was about to jump the guard with it, and he kind of fought that up, and he kind of shrugged his shoulders and backed off. That slid a little bit of room for me to slide in that Marcellitine. Behind the scenes, it just looked like I snatched the neck and squeezed it like a barbarian, but my
Yeah,
elbow was up, and even if he took me down and passed my guard, I still would have finished that choke. But the angle I have on that is very specific, and it's something I've worked for a long time. So it was 4 or 5 seconds of glory or whatever, but no, it's just something I've trained a lot.
you said a Marcellotine.
It was a Marcellitine, yeah. Well, a modified high elbow guillotine. Just Marcelo Garcia's kind of made it his own in a way and modified it. And
Can you show me the position with your arms on camera? Because
it's just just a basic guillotine. Grab the fat of the hand, throw this elbow up. I just so happen to have a lot of shoulder dexterity for short buff scrub.
yeah.
Yeah, just get your
So that's
elbow up there like that, and then it
yeah.
kind of blocks them from being able to pass your guard, or if they do, you can still choke them. And the beauty of that is if they spin out to their back, you can mount them with it. So
Oh, that's phenomenal. Well, that was a beautiful finish, and I hope you get another one. And I tell you, I got to talk to Ray or somebody and figure out how to get some media credentials for this PFL because I'm excited, man. They are putting out some awesome fights, and if they're coming out to Las Vegas, I wouldn't miss that for the world.
Yeah, that's in your backyard.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, look, I look forward to seeing you when you get out here. When do you get to town? What day of the week?
Typically, they have us come out 3 days before.
Cool.
I don't know the specifics about this, or if it's any different, or if we have to do extra media or something, but probably about 3 days before, I'm assuming.
Okay. Well, yeah. Hopefully, we'll do some media. If not, maybe we can get together. And certainly, if you are planning on doing any training while you're in and you need some mats, you can certainly jump in with us over at Extreme
right on,
Tour.
man.
We'd love
I
to have you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Alex Gilpin, everybody. Professional Fighters League, October 17th. Andre Harrison. He's looking to get another impressive finish and take you one step closer to that $1 million, right?
Yes, sir. I'm going to give a quick shout out to my sponsors, and if you don't mind, I'm just going to plug this in. Just
of course.
All their support, because I forget to do it every now and then, it goes a long way. So thank you to Alpha, Tile, and Stone, Angel Parcel and Logistics, Kearns Motor Car, SUPS, Carbon World Health, and then shout out to Chosen Few Gym, all my training partners and teammates that helped me this last fight, all my other fights, and my future fights. So
outstanding. Alex, thank you so much, brother. I'm Rodney James, signing off for Cage Side Press. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too.